returning to their spiritual home to take on Newcastle Jets. Let's quickly get into the team news, and for Sydney FC, they've been unstoppable so far this season, winning 3 from 3, but Ante Juric has decided to tinker with his side just slightly, making one change from the team who won the derby 2 weeks ago. Former Jet Claire Wheeler makes her starting debut for Sydney, with Taylor Ray dropping back to the bench. And for Newcastle Jets, their coach Ash Wilson has named an unchanged lineup for the 3rd match in a row. Tara Andrews plays game number 100 in the W League. Chloe O'Brien is back from a hamstring injury. She replaces Tiana Jaber on the bench. Big crowd in at Cromer Park, eagerly anticipating the return of football to the northern beaches. It's been a tough couple of months for this part of the world. Kelly Jones, our referee. And it will be Newcastle to kick us off. Newcastle looking for revenge after that round 2 defeat against Sydney FC. And it's a very good evening to Georgia Yeomandale, and Georgia will just stay with Tara Andrews in game number 100, testing out Jada Wyman early on. What do the Jets have to do if they are to cause a bit of an upset this afternoon?
Yeah, look, the Jets have been in fine form lately.
What a start to this match. Here's Remy Simpson, another Manly United player, hooking one across. And Hannah Brewer with the header to safety. Taryn King finds the sideline.
Haven't managed to get a word in the opening 30 seconds. An exciting game already today. The Jets have been exciting over the last couple of weeks. It's more about consistency for them now. Sydney are a strong side who are going to fight for all 90 minutes, and I'm sure it's going to be a great game here.
Yeah, Sydney looking to make history this afternoon. They haven't won 4 consecutive matches to start the season as a club. That could all turn around this afternoon with victory against Newcastle. It would be 12 points from 12 and back to the top of the table. As Ellie Brush's pass picked off by Alicia Bass. Strong challenge on Hawkesby. And here's Pollicina profiting from the ball spilling away. She keeps her footing. Brianna Pollicina and slips it through now for Franco. Manoeuvred wide by Tobin. And now Allen, who scored a double last week against Wanderers. Davis. Now Taryn King. Synthetic pitch this afternoon, and already the ball zipping around. Here is Pollicina, almost in behind. It will fall for Lauren Allen with the strike. Just pushes it wide. How good's this? 2 minutes in and we've had almost 3 shots at goal.
Yeah, it's a very exciting game already. The Jets are definitely showing some intent going forward. Brianna Pollicina making her way into the box, and Lauren Allen with a shot. You can tell that they want to be testing Jada Wyman in goals today.
And here's a free kick going the way of the Sky Blues, and Kelly Jones, an early warning going the way of Sunny Franco. Brush, and here's McLean onto Hawkesby. Pressure coming from Bass. She's been outstanding for Newcastle this season. Alicia Bass did make 1 W League appearance for Sydney FC. That was her debut back in 2013. Charlotte McLean with the throw. Started all 3 of Sydney's matches this season at right fullback. As Ali Green put under some pressure by Franco, and Kelly Jones saying there was an elbow in that. Now that's a couple of conversations that the referees had to Sunny Franco.
Yeah, as we just watched the replay there. Yeah, she has got her elbow up. I don't think she actually intended to there. She's just using her arms to swing up high, but Sunny Franco is a player who needs to make sure she's watching where she's putting her body parts, because she can get called up for fouls like that. Although I don't think there was too much malice in that one.
Franco and Green, 2 of 5 players currently out there who played for Manly United during the NPLW season. Cass Davis, Tara Andrews and Remy Simpson also part of that list. The side that won the championship this season. As Courtney Vine, maybe just a heavy touch there. And now Davis. She wins a free kick. Ball has landed on a bin. That's why it shocked the crowd a little bit. So free kick here for Newcastle. The whistle going pretty frequently in the opening 4.5 minutes.
Yeah, referee just trying to get a bit of control on the game. Teams are coming out firing and just takes those first 5-10 minutes to settle in.
Tamplin just has the ball taken off her by Abini. Green. Now Sonny Franco. Rolling it to Brewer. She's knocking it forward for the run of Tamplin, who is herring after it. Franco's going to fill in for her at right fullback momentarily. And now Gemma Simon, shoulder to shoulder with one of her former teammates, Courtney Vine. Vine spending 2 seasons with Newcastle. 4 goals during that period, including one which took out goal of the season. King finds Brewer. Taryn King and Hannah Brewer forming a good combination. And now Brewer looking for the run of Simon and finding her, but Courtney Vine there. That seems like it's going to be a fascinating battle already. Vine up against Simon.
Yeah, definitely. Vine has, been playing well this season and getting forward, and Gemma Simon just such an experienced defender.
Holocena just looped it in behind here for Allen, who squares it up, and Ellie Brush's clearance has, unfortunately for Lauren Allen, come off her. It'll just be the goal kick. This defence from Sydney FC has been almost impregnable this season. Just 1 goal conceded in 3 matches. Hawkesby. And now Vine. Here's Wheeler. Ali Green looking and trying to find Abini and couldn't do so.
Yeah, you mentioned earlier they're playing on a synthetic pitch tonight, and you can just tell that the ball is absolutely zipping along the surface. So there's no forgiveness in any of your passes. It needs to be weighted absolutely perfectly.
The offside flag up against Sydney. Just remembering that these 2 sides met earlier in the season back in round 2. Newcastle scored before half-time and actually led at the break. Tara Andrews with the goal, and then 2 really special goals from Taylor Ray and Rachel Lowe were enough to take the points back to Sydney for the Sky Blues. But it was probably the toughest test they've had this year, but I shouldn't say that, Georgia, because they've only played 2 teams and they've played Western Sydney twice. The difficulty is it's difficult for me not to bring up Western Sydney because the Jets' last match was against your team and also Sydney, so
yeah, I think I keep stitching myself up here with that.
There's McLean, played for Sydney Olympic in the winter season in the NPLW. That ball slipped back from Vine and found Hawkesby, scored her first goal a couple of weeks ago, and that pass just overhit. Found Quaylo in goal for Newcastle.
Yeah, that's a prime example of seeing how quick the ball is moving on this synthetic turf. It's not a bad idea, that little ball in behind, but it has to be pinpoint because otherwise it's just going to roll on through and Quaylo's going to have an easy day.
Andrews, just with the mistimed pass, and Hawkesby just out-muscled to the ball by Davis. Polacina. She She was one of the best players on the park last week against Western Sydney. Very creative. And now Bass just allowed it to drop. King. And now Brewer, the pressure coming from Seamson. Franco spying the run of Tamplin. He's in a foot race with Ellie Brush. Nat Tobin brought it under control. And Police's touch took it to Policina. And Bass just slips it in behind. Will it have a bit too much for Simon? It will. On a grassy pitch, that probably would have held up, you'd say. And that's what the players are going to have to adjust to. Is it basically as simple as maybe just not hitting the passes as hard on a synthetic pitch? It is quite damp as well because we've had a bit of rain in Sydney this afternoon.
Yeah, you still want to make sure that you're moving the ball with pace, but it's a lot of the time on a synthetic pitch, it's about getting those close 1-2 balls around corners. And when you're slipping it in behind, you want to make sure you're hitting it out to more wide areas to give your wide players a chance to actually run onto the ball.
Davis again, just winning that duel with Hawkesby. No mean feat. Hawkesby's been one of Sydney's best this season. And now McLean just angles the pass in front of Police. Bass prods it to Brewer.
You see already in these opening minutes the kind of attention that Tara Andrews gets when she gets the ball at her feet. She likes to come in and pick it up in the midfield, and she's got 1, 2, 3 Sydney FC players around her, but that actually opens up space for other players to get on the ball.
Yeah, and that's the danger that Newcastle's front three possesses. I know Sonny Franco hasn't scored this year, but we saw what Lauren Allen can do in front of goal last week, so that's where Sydney will just have to be a little bit careful. Davis over the free kick, hanging it up towards Allen and Andrews. And you sense Ellie Brush will be on red alert whenever there's a set piece, standing right next to Tara Andrews. And that's the only goal Sydney have conceded this season, that header from Andrews back in round 2. Here is a corner from Newcastle, and it's going to be Gemma Simon to take. So we'll just have a look at that, actually, this corner. Tara Andrews, who is marking her? That's Ellie Brush. They've got 3 players. I know that Hawkesby's marking Davis, but there's 3 players all around Tara Andrews at the moment. Simon delivering. And hovers to the near post, and Bass was there with the header. And Claire Wheeler gets it away to safety. And Sydney may surge forward here if they're good enough. There's a 3-on-2 as Newcastle try to rush back. And the pass is overhit. Now Ali Green. Here's Wheeler again. And Green just stepped away from Franco, and a good save from Quaylo. Hasn't scored in the W League, and that's as close as she has come, Ali Green.
That's a great strike there from Ali Green. Wide out on the sideline, and really ask questions there of Quaylo in goals. It's a good build-up from Sydney FC, and why not back yourself from there if you can hit it like that?
So the captain, Police, thumps it deep. There is Brush at the back post. Newcastle surely have to do better, don't they? On Ellie Brush, a free header at the back post, and she's frustrated because she thinks I should have at least put it on target.
Yeah, you would have thought that Sydney could have got a bit more from that. Ellie Brush free at the back post. That is not what Newcastle want. They need to make sure that they're picking her up much tighter.
Here's Newcastle risky playing it out from the back, and Hawkesby strike is blocked. Dangerous moments. We saw what happened in their opening match against Wanderers. Newcastle turned it over at the back and Rosie Kalir punished them. They were almost punished again there. And here's a pass from Allen. Newcastle just a bit rattled at the moment.
This is when you need your older, more experienced players to really stand up and control this back line here for Newcastle. They are a little bit rattled. They need to pull it together and they need to make sure that they're picking up the Sydney key players.
So Polias in game number 148. Still a couple away from that incredible 150. Delivers to the back post, brushes after it. This time she's well marked by Bass. Wheeler's header is nodded away from the box by Alicia Bass again. Little scoop up and over the top. And now Brush delivering. King tried to flick the header away. And now Andrews to Franco. The two Manly United teammates on their home turf, linking up for Newcastle. But now Sydney find Wheeler in space. And Bass again away from danger. Polias' strike. The turn from Seamson finds Polias, the dink to the back post. Taryn King with the clearance again. They just can't quite get it away, Newcastle. This bounce of the synthetic pitch taking some getting used to for Newcastle.
Newcastle well defended there in the end. Good scramble and breathe a sigh of relief to get that one out.
Tobin sees the run out wide of Courtney Vine, and there should be a handball against the Sydney Flyer. So Sydney just flexing their muscle, you feel, Georgia, in the last 5 minutes or so.
Yeah, they really are. They're showing, you know, why they are where they're sitting on the table and why they've won all their games so far is their build-up in attack, their drive, their hunger to get forward and to score goals.
There's the ball across straight into the path of Bass. And now Allen, that is going to run away from her, even with the speed that Lauren Allen possesses. As you can see on screen, a wonderful crowd here at Cromer Park this afternoon. It is always a very much well-attended ground in the W League. Andrews with the header to Franco, well brought down, and Franco just tries her luck. She hit it well, just not on target.
Yeah, she's made really good contact with that one. We saw her in the warm-up. She had a lot of really good strikes on goal, and you can just tell that Newcastle are coming into this one knowing they need to get more shots on goals than they did last time against Sydney FC. I just thought maybe there could have been a little bit more patience there. Tara Andrews was in and around that area. They could have got a bit of more of a combination play, but good to see that Newcastle are really backing themselves going forward.
So Remy Seamson just bumped over the home fans wanting a free kick. Hasn't scored in 9 matches, Remy Seamson. Her longest drought in the W League, 13. That included that stint at Wanderers, where she didn't score. There's Ali Green looking for an option. Tobin, Vine just can't keep it in. Sydney FC have dominated the rivalry between these two. 23 previous meetings. The Sky Blues winning 14, Newcastle 5, and 4 draws. But it's pretty even in Sydney. 12 matches played in the Harbour City. Sydney with 5 wins, Newcastle 3, and 4 draws. There's that pass from Policina going awry. Brush, Simpson. The pass just too far ahead of McLean. Still waiting for her first goal of the season. Simon gave Allen too much work to do. See the Sky Blues fans behind the fence making plenty of noise. And a quality tifo pre-match as well, featuring Teresa Polias. Oh, Hannah Brewer. Can you get a yellow card for kicking your own teammate? I remember this would have been 2014 World Cup in Brazil. One of the Cameroon players actually got red carded for fighting a teammate, but don't know if you'd get a yellow card for kicking out accidentally. Here's a corner for Sydney. So again, Ellie Brush and Princess Abini there. The targets here, Simpson making the run at the near post, but it's deep. And Policina able to scoop it away.
Fantastic ball in there from Teresa again. You see all 3 of their corners so far have gone into that same spot. They're targeting Princess Abini, they're targeting Ellie Brush there at the back post.
So Green's throw is going to come to nothing for Sydney. And just while we get the chance, Tara Andrews, the Jet striker, playing game number 100 this afternoon, and we're just chatting during the week. She had a press conference about her years in the W League, and she was trying to decide her favourite memories and favourite goals. And it came down to a battle between that goal in that famous semi-final that you were a part of, Georgia, back in 17-18, the last-minute goal, and the one to win against Sydney back in 2009 from halfway.
That was a fantastic strike, that one.
Were you playing in that game as well?
I wasn't playing in it, but I definitely remember it.
It's a difficult one, that match in 17-18, because I think Newcastle fans have great memories because the Jets were so close to a grand final, but the defeat in the end, it makes it a little bit hard to cop. But I think the last-minute goal and the fight back down to 10 players, I think that was one of the great W League games down the years, wasn't it? That will go down in the history of the competition. 13 seasons deep. As here's King. Now Brush. Policina. Allowed some time and space. Testing out Wyman. What are your thoughts on that? Another long-range strike from Newcastle. Was there more they could have developed there from that attack?
Yeah, look, they had numbers high. I thought that they could have been a bit more patient and built up the ball, but I know that Rihanna Policina can hit a ball from there. I've seen her do it before, so I don't mind her backing herself when she has that time and space.
Brewer and Hawkesby in a tangle, and the free kick goes against Sydney. It was like beach flags there.
Brewer's done well to get her body in the way, and not sure about the free kick going that way, but she's done well. She's used her body, used her experience, and won her side a free kick.
And Police lobbing it into the path of Abini, but the bounce has made it difficult for her initially, and then Tamplin was able to pounce for Newcastle. So Newcastle just working their way back into this one now. After that onslaught from the Sky Blues, Allen is going to run too quickly for Andrews. Do you feel Newcastle are just taking a little while to adapt to the speed of the pitch, or is that an unfair assessment?
Yeah, look, I think that they've just gone through a patch of 10, 15 minutes where they've been under pressure, which you know you're going to be against a side like Sydney. It's how they come out of that now. Can they now settle on the ball and actually, you know, build up some possessions and some meaningful attacks?
Good pressure from Andrews there on Tobin, and Wyman, she's really scuffed that one, inviting some pressure here. Falls for Policina here after Andrews took a tumble. Brewer now to Franco. He's made the switch from the right all the way across here to the left, and McLean was able to cut out the pass towards Allen. Just on the live ladder at the moment, Sydney FC with this current scoreline sitting in third, 10 points behind Canberra, who sit above them on 11, but they have played one less match after this afternoon. Brisbane with that win sitting in second, but they have played half of their allotted matches this season. Newcastle down in sixth, but still plenty of time to go in this one, over an hour. Tamplin towards Andrews. Good little 1-2, but it's the touch from Tamplin that allowed Sydney to just release the pressure. It's been raining for a lot of the afternoon here in Sydney, but it's just holding off for the clash this afternoon. Very sticky, humid conditions. Andrews back to Franco, and now Tamplin. Franco just got caught under her a little bit there. And now Hawkesby. Can she use the run of Seamson? Good ball up and over the top, asking a bit of the Newcastle defence. Seamson found the support in Vine. The touch was, again, disappointing from Vine, and Newcastle able to retain possession now. Policina. King dwelled on possession, and Wheeler almost bounced for Sydney. Now Davis onto Franco. King saw the run of Bass. What you really are seeing this afternoon is just how versatile Newcastle are, as Police shows her skill, and now dinks it in front of Remy Seamson. Hannah Brewer tracking across. Expert defending from the Newcastle veteran.
That's a great little play there from Teresa Polias, just to release Remy Simpson down that left-hand side. Such a quality player when she can get the ball at her feet. And she really pulls the strings of this Sydney side.
Davis angles the pass away to Andrews. And Davis wants to play quickly. She thought better of it. So almost inside the final 15 of this first half. And Sydney FC have been better in the second half of matches. 5 of their 7 goals this season coming in the second 45. And an interesting stat from a Newcastle perspective, they've scored 3 of their 7 in the 15 minutes before half time. And then 6 of their 7 goals conceded have come after the break. So Newcastle much better in the 15 minutes leading into half time than when they come out. So big period coming up for the visitors is Ali Green. And again, it's Hannah Brewer. And if she stays injury-free, Hannah Brewer, she'll play her 100th match for Newcastle next season. She's already over 100 W League matches. There's Hawkesby, Polias. Not enough on that prod, and Policina profits. Allen. The path to Andrews was blocked. Green versus Tamplin. Abini. Hawkesby. And now Vine. Dangerous! Superb from Courtney Vine. Scores against her former side. And the Sky Blues have a deserved lead.
Great strike there from Courtney Vine. Has the time and space. You see Princess Abini driving into the box, and just that little combination. Sydney FC draw players out, and Courtney Vine finishes at far post. That's a great strike.
Second of the season for Courtney Vine. Sydney FC leading 1-0. Newcastle have to fight back on this occasion. And that is going to be a difficult task against this Sky Blue juggernaut, who are unbeaten this season, 3 wins from 3. Abini. Big period now for the Jets, with Sydney now with their tails up. And are we full of confidence with the advantage? Now, I'm a bit confused. Could have an advantage been played there for Newcastle? They're going to come all the way back for the free kick. Good turn from Franco away from Polias. The run of Tamplin came, but it was a little bit late for Franco. She was looking to find the pass earlier. And now the pressure from King on Simpson. Free kick going the home side's way.
I'm actually surprised that there wasn't a card that came out in that one. Once she's pulled the free kick back, then you open up the opportunity to give that card, and I would have thought, you know, professional foul, that's a straight yellow, no questions asked.
Andrews with the header. Good interception, and now Bass. Pollicina onto Allen. Allen manoeuvres the pass to Andrews. Now Davis. Very narrow at the moment, Newcastle. And then Davis won it back for the Jets. Sydney FC just struggling to get it clear at the moment, but Newcastle so narrow, aren't they? They look to use Tamplin the width out wide.
Yeah, they just don't seem to be on the same page at the moment, the Newcastle Jets. They're quite reactive there in that little passage of play, and as you mentioned, they weren't providing any width. Tessa Tamplin struggling to get forward because Princess Abini is doing such a fantastic job in tracking her back, which doesn't allow her to have any time to get on the ball.
Tamplin onto Andrews. Pollicina. Davis. Brewer. Neat work from Hannah Brewer, linking up with Davis. And the pass was open there for Alicia Bass. Pinched back by Nat Tobin. And now Abini. King thumps it up and over the head of Franco. And Bass didn't get enough on that pass. And Courtney Vine, the goal scorer, striding forward. Simon momentarily relieves the pressure for Newcastle, but the sky blue wave is on its way again. Ali Green making that overlapping run, but Abini decides to take them on herself, slips it in behind. Vine shuffles and blocked by Brewer. And now Green, Seamson. The drought is not over yet for Remy Seamson. The flag was up pretty quickly. She would have loved that at her home ground here at Cromer Park. Not to be. Pretty clear?
Yeah, clear cut offside that one, but what a fantastic ball across from Ali Green. The way she's able to whip her foot around it and make sure the ball's coming back towards the attacking players as they run in. May not have been as clear cut as I thought. It might have been a little bit. Alicia Bass looked like she almost kept her onside, but we'll back the referee's call on that one.
There's that ball across. Neat finish from Seamson. And it's difficult to say she's been out of form, even though she hasn't scored in 9. She's been pretty unlucky, hitting the post on numerous occasions this season. Andrews has powered that header.
Yeah, I think the other big thing you've got to look at is Sydney FC have been, you know, creating some really big opportunities this season, and just because she hasn't actually put one in the back of the net, she's been a big part of the attacking play that they've created so far. And so sometimes as a number 9, you know, your job isn't just to score, it's to create opportunities for other people. So I think that, you know, it's hard to just judge someone on how many goals they've put in the back of the net. I'm sure she would be wanting to score, but doesn't mean she hasn't been playing well.
Abini's pass, finding Green. It was a bit of neat work from Ali Green, but Cass Davis has taken it back for Newcastle. Andrews and now Brewer. Dinked forward, the run of Pollicina was on the way. And now Simon. Courtney Vine put out some pressure by Newcastle. Wheeler just chips it to Seamson. Look at that close control from Ellie Brush. Knew that first touch was dangerous, and Well brought under control. Andrews to Polisena. Falls towards Franco. Was there a handball against Hawkesby? Franco. Little skip wide, and now Green. Away to Simon. Well, that was an important challenge from Hannah Brewer, because there were 4 Sydney players in behind if it arrived there.
Hannah Brewer's been a standout player for the Newcastle Jets in the first half. Very solid in that back line, and has been a main reason why they probably haven't conceded more goals here.
So Brush putting the speed of Courtney Vine to the test. Didn't she do well to keep that in? McLean under pressure from Allen. She did beautifully well there, Lauren Allen. And now Davis. But the pressure just coming from Sydney. The speed in the midfield. They will get the free kick though. Should say the throw, Newcastle. Final 5 minutes before half time. Now Davis, her Manly United teammate, Remy Simpson. Now Vine, and the pressure come from Polisena. Andrews just has not been afforded any time and space in this first half. Franco saw the run of Tamplin, instead opted for Andrews. Tried to angle the pass to Allen. And now Sydney striding forward here. There's space aplenty for them. Hawkesby. And now Vine just prods it in front of Wheeler. And it's Hannah Brewer again coming across with a strong challenge.
Big challenge there from Hannah Brewer. She's done well to cover that run. But another neat build-up play there from Sydney FC, just switching the ball side to side, making Newcastle move.
Is there any more she could have done in this first half, Hannah Brewer? She's been everywhere, as Georgia was saying, for Newcastle. Police, Brush. You saw Andrews in her peripheral vision. And now Tobin swings it out to Green. Pinpoint ball to Vine. And Allen finds her coach. Big 3 minutes coming up here for both sides. If Sydney can grab a second, they're all but away, you'd sense, and the 3 points very, very close. Newcastle keen to keep it to 1 and regroup at half time. Tobin swinging it out towards Abini. Tamplin. Sydney just looking more comfortable in this first half than Newcastle. Players colliding, and the free kick goes the home side's way. Brush slips it in behind for Green. Almost scored in the opening 10 minutes. Did Ali Green. Another throw to Simpson. Simpson, neat work into the box, squares it up. And Gemma Simon with a crucial touch there, but the danger not gone for Newcastle. Tamplin got it away though. And now Sonny Franco. Is there a last chance here for Newcastle before half-time? Andrews slips it wide to Polisena. They're rushing forward here, the team in white. Allen has the run of Simon, instead tried to whip in across. Polisena, not the purchase she would have liked.
McLean did really well there just to get behind the ball and block that cross in from Lauren Allen. You'd have to think that, yeah, Newcastle are just looking to get to that 45 minutes to get in the sheds, regroup, have a chat about what they can do coming out in this second half. Because at the moment, their only target is Tara Andrews, and Sydney FC know that. They came into this game, they prepared for that, and you can see that they've always got players around Tara, not giving her any space. So Newcastle need to look to find a new outlet. And hopefully then if you're looking for new avenues, Tara actually opens up space, because players need to be worried about, you know, other attacking players running forward.
Yeah, so just the 1 minute of stoppage time, and half of that has elapsed. And we will discuss what both sides have to do during the half-time break, so stick with us. As Alicia Bass finds the sideline. So it looks as though we're going to head to the sheds with Sydney leading on this occasion. It was Newcastle in round two with a Tara Andrews goal. But on this occasion it is the Sky Blues via that Courtney Vine strike who lead it. And there it is. Sydney FC showing all their quality in that first 45 minutes. Waves and waves of attack, and it was Courtney Vine finally who breached Newcastle's backline with a lovely curling strike. Half-time, Sydney FC 1, Newcastle Jets 0. We'll be back in a few minutes to wrap that first up in a bow and preview the second. We'll catch you soon.